Hello ladies, back with another tutorial. Last night I had another dream, and with my brown eyes and my dark hair, I have found that blues are my favorite. They turn out looking better than I ever thought that they would. And last night I had this dream of a really deep storm in like Hawaii or something, and so probably because I've been watching Lost for like ever, but I was thinking of the sea and sky that I have, and I'm going to be using the sea. Let's just pretend that this is the sea and this is the sky, because that's what I'm guessing they are. So I'm going to be using the sea. Beauty from the Earth, I'm going to be using cornflower. So it's a beautiful sky blue, or if you can get your hands on the Hello Kitty. I see that there's a sky blue in there too. But I heard from somebody else, a review, that Aquadisiac is just basically the duplicate for that. I'm going to be using this brown on my eyebrows. It's mocha dark. Really, really love it. And then, you'll never guess, I'm busting out the Kohl's makeup. And I'm actually going to be depotting these pretty soon and buying my own MAC palettes. And these fit in the palette, so I'm going to be putting them in there. But this blue right there, okay? So it's 1, 2, 3 over, 1, 2, 3 down. So 3, 3. So I'm going to be using those. And let's get started with our Urban Decay primer. Okay. So basically what I want to start with is the blue that's on the Kohl's palette. I want to start with that one. Okay, I'm going to be taking my 239 brush from MAC. I'm going to be patting that along. Outer curve and in a little bit. I will be deepening this with the sky, the sea, sorry. Make sure it comes up a little bit above your crease. Okay, and go ahead and do that to the other eye. Okay, and once you've done that, just turn your brush over to the other side. Take cornflower or any sky blue that you have. This is from Beauty from the Earth. You can go to beautyfromtheearth.com and find her site. The owner is Crystal. She's amazing. And what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be going over that a little bit. I'm going to be doing block type in the corner, so try and stay away from the inner corner, but just overlap here and come in about to right there. How hot are those blues together? I will answer that for you. Hot. Okay, so that's what your eyes should look like right now. Okay, keep those colors around because we're going to be going underneath the eye as well. Now take your Blanc type and use a smaller brush. I'm going to use my 219 from MAC. Put it in your Blanc type. Stretch your eye out. Don't overlap into that cornflower yet, the blue. And pat it on so you get quite a bit of color right here. And smooth it out. And then do that right underneath, right here. Okay, and go ahead and do that to this eye. Okay, and as soon as you've done that, you probably don't have too much more product on your eye or on your brush. Pat along where those two meet so that they flow into each other seamlessly. Okay, now I want you to take whatever brush you love to go underneath. This is a Nicole Miller brush. It's a straight one. It's pretty okay. It's good for that. Maxine's mop is even better, and it's cheap. So I'm going to be using that. I'm going to be taking the C. No, I'm not. Wipe that off. C isn't coming yet. No. We're going to take our Kohl's blue. And if you haven't already, put some of that Urban Decay Primer Potion on the underneath and saturate it really well. I did that in the very beginning, but forgot to tell you. We really want these colors to stick. And do that to the other eye. Now take some of your corn flour and attach the Blanc type to the, I haven't named that one yet. Okay, as soon as you're done with that, now because I don't have a lot of lid space, I'm going to be taking a smaller brush. If you have bigger eyes, go ahead and use a bigger brush, but if you have bigger eyes, I guess I would say use the 224 and just use the tip. We want something that's fluffy to keep this really looking soft since we're going to be adding such a dramatic color. For me, I'm going to be using the 222. Nice blender brush, but it's a little bit more slender, so I have a little bit more control. So, like I said, if you guys didn't get this, I honestly would look for it on eBay, especially if you have brown eyes. This is an amazing, amazing duo. I love it. So take the darker side, the sky, the sea, flip. I never say that word. Why did I just say that? Okay, just get it on the edge. The edge. I can't talk today. Get it on the tip. Look straight into your mirror so you know what your eyes look like when they're open. Just put a little bit more drama and depth into that blue from the Kohl's palette. The Kohl's palette is still at Kohl's. I would highly recommend getting it. Highly recommend getting it. It doesn't work as well without the Urban Decay Primer Potion, but together they make a great team. Now something else that I want to talk about, I'll be talking about it in other tutorials, but something that a matte girl taught me, and I'm so convinced now. I actually just used the brush that I would normally use for that, but I'll take a clean 217. Find a color that's closest to your skin color. Maybe not so much your skin color, but one that they recommend as a good blending color. I've always just put on color and then a brow highlight. And she told me a trick to where you put something in between those two things to give each of them something to blend into. Giving the blue something to blend into seamlessly, and then the lighter color, whatever you use. For me, I got Wedge. Okay, so go online, look at Wedge. It looks like it's a dark brown, but let me put some on the brush here. This is what it looks like right here. Okay, there's Wedge. I'm going to put some on my brush, and I'm going to put it on the back of my hand. Okay, and you can see, I mean, you can barely see that. Okay, so it doesn't come off as dark, but my cousin Amy, she got Cork. She purchased Cork, and that works for her as well. She's darker like me too as far as eyes and hair and everything, so ask them what you would use, but you're going to take a little bit of that, and just right on this line right here, you're going to put it right there. A little bit above because you want your, what's it called? The Blanc type, or whatever brow highlight you decide to use, Mylar, whatever. You want that to be able to blend into it as well. So put it just a little bit above. Okay. And it also softens the edge of that, so you don't have to do that with the Blanc type. Okay, so now look at that difference. You can tell it doesn't hugely make just a brown line across there, but it's super important. And this girl says she uses it with everything. She uses it with pinks. She uses it also with browns, with blacks, with whatever. And I'm even using it here with blues. Who would have thought? A brown with a blue. Okay. And as soon as you're done doing that, now your brow highlight, get a clean 217, your brow highlight has something to blend into, and you can just stay right on your highlight or on your brow bone. Okay. Okay, and yeah, go ahead and put on your eyeliner, your eyebrows, your mascara, and then we'll come back and we'll see how it looks after that. Okay, so that is our end result. For my lips, I actually used from the Fafi collection Flash and Dash. It's a bright pinkish, reddish lipstick that has a lot of sparkle in it. And then I used the Fergie limited edition Viva Glam 6. So those were the things that I used. I really liked this look. It was really fun, and I was glad to incorporate a lot of the makeup that I have, not just MAC and not just Beauty from the Earth, and actually getting the Kohl set in there. So tell me what you think, leave some comments, and hopefully the next tutorial you see will be of me naming all of those Kohl's colors. Alright, talk to you guys later.